Right, okay, just going to try and put together a bit of an update. Yeah, basically I've been charging batteries up with quite a bit of success. My original battery that was at 6 volts still seems to stay a sort of steady 12.5 volts, I think. 12.48. That's been like that for a few weeks now, so that's definitely holding a charge. Been getting batteries from a friend of mine that does up or renovates Harley Davidsons. He's often got batteries which just won't hold a charge, or they, he charges them up, they go dead overnight. So been pulsing or charging up these batteries in my charger, getting them up to around 12.5 volts, and then using a standard battery charger to try and pump in the last sort of bit of ampage, I suppose. Yep, so I've set this up just to show you what's going on with adding iron or bits of metal around these coils, which is then increasing the voltage. Turn it on. Right, I think you can see that. That's 170 volts AC coming off of that, but if I take these bits of metal off, that drops down to 123.5. Start adding a few bits. 142, 157, 170. I usually use both these coils together and found the actual power draw, ampage and volts or whatever off this power supply that I'm still using doesn't really change much, and I gain another 40 volts roughly AC if I use a 2. Bought this little oscilloscope the other day. It's a bit sketchy. I think it's supposed to be a nano DSO, but it was a mini DSO, and the writing just seems to wipe off with your hands. So anyway, I did attach this up, and I was getting a minus 800 volt pulse coming out of these coils. Wish I could set it up and try it again, but haven't been able to replicate it since. I don't know whether this is busted or what's going on there, but yeah, that was quite interesting. That oscilloscope only goes up to minus 800 volts anyway, so it might have been spiking out at more than minus 800 volts. The interesting thing is it was minus 800 volts, so yeah, no, that's a bit unusual. I thought it was quite interesting. Right, still undecided as to sort of amount of metal, steel iron to put around these coils. Should I put it, after doing this, finding the voltage goes up, I'm wondering if I should even make a toroid, a donut around this coil, so I'm feeding a north-south or pulsing a north-south magnetic field around the iron core. Anyway, not sure about that. So yeah, dog, that's the camera stand, get out of the way. Yeah, just a quick update. I'd like to get another oscilloscope, double check that minus 800 volts sine wave. But until then, that's about all. Right, thanks a lot. Bye now.